Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Thanks so much for having me. It's too infrequent that I get to play Orlando. I'm so happy to be here. I'm guessing there aren't that many. I know there's one person in the audience who knows what I'm about to talk about because I found out a little earlier when I asked tonight. But when we first started playing here, there was this incredible club in town. It was called the Edge nightclub. You guys remember that? That was a really cool place. And I don't think it lasted that long. We played there, I think, 3 times in like 93 and 94. And very cool club in a very cool town. And unfortunately, not around anymore. But it was like, I remember that in that same time period, I think Tool played there, and 9 Inch Nails, and like really cool bands. And I used to love coming down. And then you guys stopped inviting me, so. Every night I sit at home, crying into my hot chocolate. Why won't they have me back? But now I'm here, so thank you. But I'm glad you guys remember that, because that was a really cool place, you know. This nice room right here, too, though, so I'll take this right here. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Thanks so much for having me. It's too infrequent that I get to play Orlando. I'm so happy to be here. I'm guessing there aren't that many. I know there's one person in the audience who knows what I'm about to talk about because I found out a little earlier when I asked tonight. But when we first started playing here, there was this incredible club in town. It was called the Edge nightclub. You guys remember that? That was a really cool place. And I don't think it lasted that long. We played there, I think, 3 times in like 93 and 94. And very cool club in a very cool town. And unfortunately, not around anymore. But it was like, I remember that in that same time period, I think Tool played there, and 9 Inch Nails, and like really cool bands. And I used to love coming down. And then you guys stopped inviting me, so. Every night I sit at home, crying into my hot chocolate. Why won't they have me back? But now I'm here, so thank you. But I'm glad you guys remember that, because that was a really cool place, you know. This nice room right here, too, though, so I'll take this right here. You guys officially have a world-class room in your town now. I don't know when they built this place. That's cool. You know? Oh, let me try this. Let's see how you guys, let's see. Beautiful. You sound amazing. Thanks. Tone, pitch, all of it. Tampa? Your tone, your pitch, your timbre? Timbre? I don't know. Your timbre? Man, you know, you learn those phrases when you're in early music school, which I did. I learned all that. Pitch, tone, sing out, Louise, sing to the back. And I had great music teachers. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for my middle school music teacher. It was amazing, and my high school teacher was amazing. My band teacher, I'm so grateful to all of them. I was very sad. And this happened like 6 years ago. This is all a true story. About 6 years ago, when I heard that, this one music teacher I was really close relationship with, and I heard that he had passed away. And it was very heartbreaking. He was my middle school music teacher. I've done probably 5 or 6, actually 6 or 7 of these acoustic tours. And I was on one of these tours, and I heard this news. And, I said some really kind words about him, and, eulogized him from the stage, and finished the tour. And I got home, and the phone rang, and it was him. And he said, "I'm not dead. I'm living in Finger Lakes in upstate New York. I got a house on the..." Sorry, dude. It turned out they were talking about this other teacher that had died. Anyway, very embarrassing. And he's still alive and well today. He's not dead. That actually happened. It's very embarrassing. Very embarrassing. I've done a lot of embarrassing things. What's one more? Right? What's one more? Okay, yeah. Let me see if I can... Thanks. That first song I sang, by the way, I've never played that song live, but I like that song. So thank you for... It was written during the pandemic, and a couple people asked me if I'd play it. And so I appreciate the request. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I always like to talk about this because that song, I always remember exactly when that song was written, because it was written about a week before my first daughter was born. So I know exactly the night, exactly the week it was written, and on the verge of parenthood. First baby that was born in our crew. So I didn't have any idea what the heck was about to happen. And then yesterday I talked to her I had the most incredible conversation with her, and she's 29 years old now. It's crazy, and just a wonderful person. She grew into an absolutely wonderful person. Let me do this too, as long as I'm going back. I'll go back further than that. Yeah, that sounded amazing. It sounded incredible. Everything's for the Cape Canaveral employees tonight. The whole show. Just dedicate the whole show to them. That's what space smells like. There's like guys with notepads and math equations trying to figure out what space smells like. Never done it. We figured it out. We're smart like that. The power of the mind. 4 guys and fish. You want to hear about the power of the mind? You guys think I make these things? I never make up a story. Everything I say is the truth, verbatim. I never make any of this stuff up. I really don't. Because the truth is stranger than fiction when you drive around in a car with those 3 guys. So here's how powerful the mind is. And then I'll just tell you where we're going with this show. But we were driving into Fort Collins once. We used to drive around. No way. Come on. Really? Fort Collins. All right then. Fort Collins. I got family in Fort Collins. My uncle and aunt lived there. But anyway, we were playing. This was sometime around 1990 or 91. And we were in a car, and we used to drive in this Plymouth Voyager. We took the back seat out. The 4 of us would just drive around the country. I mean, like loops and loops and loops around the country, just driving and talking. And Mike, my dear friend who I adore and love, is quite the hypochondriac. He's very much a hypochondriac. And as we were driving, there was an announcement on the radio that there was a measles outbreak in Fort Collins. And we were like 3 hours away, okay? And we're driving. And I was looking at Mike. We were always in the back seat, me and Mike. It's usually Fisher and Paige in the front. And Mike starts going like, oh no, I know I'm gonna get the measles. I know I'm gonna. And I'm like, dude, you're not gonna get the measles. And he's like worrying and worrying and worrying. And then about a half an hour later, he started to break out like in the measles. And he took his shirt off, and he had like measles marks all over his chest. Blew my mind that he manifested measles with the power of his mind. That's my friend Mike Gordon. A guy who can manifest measles. He's like, see, I got him already. I got him, see? Like, leave him in the car. Anyway, that's the power of the mind. You learn something new. So now I'm going to bring out the power of my very dear friend. Would you please give a warm welcome to my friend Jeff Tansky. Jeff and I planned what we were going to play tonight. And I never do what we plan, ever. So I'm going to ask him if he can do this other song, and I'll tell you why. Okay, I'm doing this because you, the gentleman up there in the middle, yelled this before the last song, and you thought I didn't hear you, but I did. So there. Now I gotta retune my whole guitar, so because you yelled this out, you gotta change everything. Now you'll all have to listen to this. Might break. If the string breaks, it might take my eye out. It's gonna be all your fault. See, I told you we didn't plan this. That would be some serious showbiz if I did plan this. The whole tuning up. We planted this guy in the audience. The other thing is you're gonna have to hear me untune it afterwards. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. Thanks, man. Thank you. Okay. Ready, Jeff? You know what song we're playing, Jeff? Said I got upset. Oh, I like that one. I could do that one too. I don't see. That's somebody else who else.